at the conclusion on all the items that we've used in our domestic system so far, first I'm going to say that some of the families I've used here in this project, I've used them from the default families from Revit. For instance, this toilet seat right here, I had to get it from the plumbing folder, then MEP, fixtures, then water closets. And then for the lavatory, I had to go through the same path, plumbing, MEP, fixtures, then lavatories. Among those lavatories, we had two different types of cabinet and wall lavatory, which for here we used the latter. After I placed these two fixtures, I found that I had to change the part where the inlet of the water went on them. So to do that, I had to edit both these families individually so I can change where their connectors went. I did not change anything about their appearances, only I've changed the connector spots. After that, we needed a way to connect the pipes to the fixtures. We had to do that by using a valve, which we called a piece wall valve, and then we decided to model its family parametrically by ourselves. After that, the next thing we did was that we went up here to the eastern water closet, downloaded its fixture as well as its flush tank, and after placing them, we downloaded the family for this mixer, and then we connected all of the pipes to where they needed to be connected. Now, in regards to the toilet seat right here, we might decide to use the type of wall hang, which you might remember that we didn't have the family for it in Revit. So I could just go back to the BIM object website, and then in the search bar, I'm going to type in wall hang, water, closet. Now let's scroll down here and browse in the results to see which one of these items we can use. I'm going to keep scrolling. Let's go to the next page. And here they are. These are the wall hang families, which I can use in my project. And as you might have already figured, the spots where the connectors for domestic and sanitary pipes go in each of them is different, but that's fine. We have all that information in the IPC, so we can use its guiding details. Now, here's the thing. I'm just going to remove this water closet and keep the wall hang and search that to see what we can get. As you can see, here are some other different types of toilets. And there's also this urinal right here, which we can use in our project if it was required. So those are the wall hangs. Now, the thing is that flush tanks for these types of toilets are going to be placed inside the wall. So to find the families for those flush tanks, I can once again use the families from the Wall-Seer brand. So I'm going to look up Wall-Seer cistern. As you can see here, we have so many different items in different sizes, which we could use in our projects. And if I scroll, you can see these push plates, which would be placed on the walls. And in case our project required, we could download and use them. Now, you might recall that I said that for the lavatory, I used one of the default Revit families. But in case I needed another family with different and further details, I could come here and search wash basin. Now, as you can see here in the results, we have so many different wash basins and lavatories available for download. But remember that in some of these families, the wash basin may be there, but the water basin might not be included. In which case, we could once again go over here and search water basin. Remember, you are free to use any keyword at all to find what you're looking for. And now here in the results, you can see all different types of water basins and mixers. So you could choose whichever one, download, and use it in your project. So if you're looking for a family, you could go over here and search by a relevant keyword to find exactly the family you are looking for. Also, in case you are not very happy with where the connectors were located on your family, you could very easily edit and relocate them. Or in case your family didn't have a connector at all, you could put one on it with the right system classification and diameter. Eventually, if none of that worked out well for you, you could go ahead to the family space and use the techniques that you've learned to model a family exactly how you want. For example, let's go over here in this project and take a look. You see here this water basin. We had to download its family from the BIM object website. We also downloaded the family for its mixer, as well as the wall hang right here and the tank or the flush cistern. We also downloaded the family for this mixer right here and the toilet fixture itself, and also this other mixer over here. I'm going to set the discipline on coordination. And if we take a look from the side now, we could see some other details. For example, this mirror. The families for all of them have been downloaded and have been modeled like cabinets, as well as the stone material, the flooring, the walls. All of these details have been modeled here, and anytime a new family was needed, it was downloaded from the BIM object website, and when it was necessary, we made some changes and edited those families, and then we modeled the space as you can see. We're about to model the domestic pipes for one part of the 4th floor of our office project. So let's go over here to the CAD plan. And in the first step, we're going to separate the 4th floor plan from the rest of the plans. This layer in which we are right now is locked. So we're going to go to Layer Properties and then go here, click on Lock so we can see the locked layers. It's only this one, so we're going to click to unlock it. Now I'm going to select the architectural plan, then hit the X key from the keyboard, then press the space bar to explode this plan. Now I'm going to drag to select this 4th floor area, and I'm going to hit Control C to copy it. Then I'm going to go into a new sheet, then hit Control V, and then click somewhere nearby to paste the area onto it. Now let's go get a save as from this file. We're going to go to the Projects folder, Office Project, DWG, then we're going to name this plan Domestic +4, and then we're going to save it. Now I'm going to go over to Revit and the project browser window, and as you can see, we've already organized our views. So I'm going to go to Domestic, double click on 4th floor, which was already open, then go to the Insert tab, click on Link CAD. Then I'm going to open the DWG folder, then select the Domestic +4. I'm going to want this plan to be visible only in this view, so I'm going to make sure I check the Current View Only box. And then for the import units, I'm going to select millimeter. And for the positioning, I'm going to set it on center to center. Finally, I'm going to click Open and wait for the plan to load. Now I'm going to have to place my plan in the right position. So I'm going to get the Align command by the shortcut AL. Now I'm going to click on Grid A from Revit, align it with a grid from the plan. Now click on Revit's Grid 1 and align it with the plan's Grid 1. Now we have moved our plan into the right position. So let's go over here and start with the riser and draw this 2-inch pipe. We're going to go to the Systems tab, click on the Pipe command, then we're going to go over here, but then we see that we don't have that 5-layer fitting we want. So I'm going to have to insert that 5-layer fitting into my project. When we were working on the WC project, we downloaded its template, so let's open that. I'm going to click on Open. Then I'm going to go over to where the file was downloaded, which was the desktop. And then I'm going to open this Pexel file. Then select the file with format RTE and open it. Now we have to wait for it to upgrade our file from version 2015 up to 2023. So now our project is open as well as this template. I'm going to go to my project, open the Manage tab, and then click on Transfer Project Standards. Now, which file do we want to copy those standards from? And as you can see, it's showing us the plan we've linked into the project, this architecture file, as well as the file we just opened. So we're going to select the latter because that's the one we're going to be copying from. Now, what do you want to copy? We can check them in here. But first, we're going to hit Check None to uncheck all of them. And then I'm going to scroll through the list to find pipe types and check it. So from this file, the pipe types are going to be transferred here. Now click OK and wait for the transferring process to finish. You might also come across a message like this saying that some of the items or some of the materials already exist in your file, in which case you could just click New Only, so that only the new data would be transferred in your project. Once the transferring process is finished, you could go ahead and close this template. Now I'm going to go to the Systems tab, and if we take a look here, we can see that the two new pipe types of Valsier Pixel have been added to the list. I want to use the standard one. Now, what's the system type going to be? It's going to be domestic cold water. So select. And now what about the diameter? It's 2 inches or 50 millimeters. And what about the middle elevation? We're going to have to put a section somewhere so we can gauge the situation and figure it out. We're going to put it along here. Let's also minimize our section. Right click and go to View. Now let's take a look here. We are in the 4th floor. So we're going to go up here. And then we notice that if our riser were to enter from here, this beam would be in its way, as well as these other beams. So I'm going to use the line dimension to measure from below these beams. But then we see that the software doesn't let us select it. So I'm going to hit the tab key so that it becomes highlighted and selectable. You might also have to hit the tab key multiple times. Just do it as many as it takes for you to select the beam. Then click on the FFL and somewhere blank. Our beam is 3915 millimeters high. So I'm going to go over here and start drawing my pipe at the elevation 3900 or 390. I can still change the elevation later on if necessary. So go to Systems, click on Pipe, make the elevation 3900, and ask for slope. We're not getting any. Now that we check the 5 items, type, system type, diameter, elevation, and slope, then we are allowed to start drawing. So I'm going to go over here according to the plan. I'm going to click and click, and I'm going to go to the right, click again, then I'm going to move down here, click near the collector, then press Save. Now for the collector, I'm going to go over to the System tab and click on Pipe Fitting, and then here I will see the last thing I inserted, which was a collector. So let's go over here. I want the connection point to be on the 2-inch pipe. But you see where it is right now, it's on the axis of the whole family. But if I hit the space bar one time, the connection goes over on this connector. One more time, it goes on the middle, third time, and the 4th time. So I have to keep pressing the space bar until I get to the connection point I want. Now I'm going to click here on the pipe, and then they're going to be connected. Now let's go over to the outputs. The one on this side was 32. So I'm going to first click on the collector, and after that, I'm going to go down here and click on this icon, which says Create Pipe, which is for the cold pipe. Click on it, and now with diameter 32 and Valsier text, we're going to start drawing. We're going to make a click here, and go all the way to the end of this line. Click again. We're drawing the loop ring, so we're going to make another click right over here, and click. And then we're going to go back up here, and somewhere near this pipe, we're going to click and press Escape. Now I'm going to click on this arrow to select it, and click on this plus sign to convert it to a T. And now we're going to align this pipe with this one. Finally, we can just easily select this pipe and drag it to this T. So there's the first loop. The next one is also going to be with diameter 32. So we're going to select the collector, and then click here. And now, as you can see, the distance between these pipes is very little. They just seem to be too close to each other. Like if I continue drawing this pipe, it's going to interfere with this T. So we're going to have to edit our family a little. I'm going to select it and click Edit Family. And here we are. First, I'm going to view this family from the front. And now we're going to take a look. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click to select this. What have I selected? I selected the connector. Instead, I can just drag all over the family. Click on this spotlight icon, hit check none, check connectors, click OK, and now we're going to hide them with each page. Now we can very easily select our extrusions. Now click Edit Extrusion, and then we're going to change the distance number from 40 to 60. Same thing here. Select the circle, then change this number to 60. Press Enter, and click on the check mark to confirm the changes. going to select the body and change the extrusion to 80. It seems well on this side. So let's change the start to -80. And now we got better on this side too. Let's take a look in 3D. And here it is. As you can see, the connectors have compromised to that repositioning distance. Now let's see. Now, do we want to replicate the existing file? Yes. Now let's load it into a project and close. Also, we're going to click override so we can have those changes here. Now that they look better, I'm going to select this pipe, right-click and draw a pipe. Then I'm going to continue drawing along that line so we can finish our loop. Then go to this side and click. Go up here, click. And finally, I'm going to go over to the left. Click on this pipe to connect them together. Now for the last one, once again, we're going to select the collector and click on this pre-pipe icon. And with diameter 25, I'm going to go down here, click. But then we get a warning, which is talking about this transition right here. So I'm going to press escape to cancel the document. Now we see among the diameters we have for pipes, we have 26 and not the 25 we actually want. So I'm going to have to fix that by putting in a transition. But let's fix the collector. Select and then click if family. And then here I'm going to have to select my extrusion, this one, and then click edit extrusion. And then I'm going to change this radius number to 13 and hit enter. After that, I'm going to click on this green check mark to confirm the changes. And then select the connector and change its diameter to 26. Now let's quickly check our project. The pipes we have here have materials of their own. So I'm going to select one of the things, for example, this elbow. And I'm going to click edit family and then click on the elbow here. Now, if I go over here in front of material and click on this button, the material browser window will open. The current material is this, and I also take a look at appearance and the color code for it. I can try to memorize this color code 236, 236, 231. And then I can also take this name and save it. First, I'm going to right-click on it and rename. Then I'm going to hit Control-C to copy the whole thing. Now cancel and go back to the collector family. And now we're going to have to select each part. So first I'm going to select the collector body, the entry, and the other 3 ports. Now I'm going to go over to material and click on this button. Then I'm going to scroll down to find my default material, then right-click on it and click duplicate material and assets. Now I still have that in my copy, I'm going to hit Control-V to paste it, and press enter. Now I'm going to go over to appearance, then I'm going to change the color to that color code I've memorized. The code was 236, 236, and 231. This is the RGB code. Now click OK. And now we're going to go over to the graphics tab, and then check use render appearance so that that color would be used, and click OK. So now our family has a material, and we can go save it. If I see the existing file, click yes. Now we're going to load it into project and close. Load which project? This first one, mechanical office project. Now click OK and overwrite. Now if we go take a look here, we notice that the material has changed to this white color, and that extra transition is on because we made the diameter of this port 26. So to continue, we're going to right-click and draw a pipe. So we're going to head in this direction all the way to the water here. Click, then press escape. Now let's double check our elevation. But first, let me just draw the rest of this pipe. I'm going to select it and click on the plus sign to convert it to a T. And at this point, the diameter changes to 1/4 or 32. So I'm going to go on this clip, right-click and draw a pipe. Then I'm going to change my diameter to 32 millimeters. Then draw all the way to here, click and press escape. Now if we take a look over on this side, again we see the diameter is supposed to be 32. So first here I'm going to click on the plus sign for being able to convert it to a T. Then right-click on it and draw a pipe. And make sure to change the diameter to 32 and and draw a portion of the pipe, for example, to here, click and press escape. Now, first I'm going to put a section along the main line, one click over here, and another one here. To be able to minimize this section, I'm going to go over to the properties window and I'm going to change the front click offset to, for example, 1000 millimeters or 1 meter. Now I can minimize my section, right click and go to view. Now we're going to go take a look at our pipe. This is one. Looks like I do have enough space to move it higher, so I'm going to select it and use the arrow keys on the keyboard to move it upwards, just as long as it's still under the beam. After that, I'm going to go over here and select this area which seems to have some interference in it, and I'm going to use a shortcut EX to go into selection box. Now I'm going to try to rotate it by holding the Shift key and the scroller wheel, and there's the pipe. First, I'm going to try to extend the selection box from this side, and also a little bit from this side. Also, to have an even better view, I'm going to drag this one a little bit lower so you can see below the ceiling. Now you can see that this is the pipe that's coming in from the right side. This one right here. Now, if we take a closer look, we can see that yes, it is interfering with the beams, so we're going to have to lower it. We do have the option to model this whole pipe so much lower than its fire protection pipes. Another option would be bending it over those pipes and then moving it down. You think that these pipes are totally flexible and we can change their elevation. Let's also go here and take a look at the collector, and here it is. Now let's go back to our section and select this domestic pipe and bring it lower. Now if we go take a look at section 1 as well, right over here, we can see that the pipe is now at a lower elevation. It's interfering with the depth now, which is why we can lower it even further. Now it looks better. Let's go back to that picture I showed you in the beginning. As you can see, these pipes are flexible, as in we can very easily bend and shape them how we want. Let's try to give your pipes a proper elevation and Revit, and then later on when they're being installed, they can be flexed and shaped into whatever direction. Now, pay attention here, we go to this point and made it in a way that when the pipe came in, it would go upwards and then go all the way below these beams, and then lowered, then enter in the restroom from this plate. So let's do that. I'm going to take this pipe and move it upwards, just as long as it's still below the beams. Now, since this part of the pipe was the part that's going to be going into the restroom area, I'm going to select it. We can go take a look at it in the plan. We're going to have to bend these three pipes. First, when we located, if we take a look, we notice that this is one. So I will have to bend these two pipes so that they don't interfere with it. Now I'm going to minimize my section in a way that only one of the pipes is in there, and then I'm going to go back to the section. Now I'm going to go here and use the split element command, and also I'm going to make sure to delete inner segment box is checked. Make a click here, and another one here. Also, I'm going to delete these two unions and delete them. And now I'm going to right click on here and draw pipe. I'm going to draw downwards and to the right, then go up again. And now I can use trim TR to connect these two together. Also, I'm going to take this pipe and move it a little higher, and take this elbow and move it to the right, and this one to the left. Now I'm going to go back to the plan and take that section, and actually let me take this header and move it down so I can select better. I'll put it on the other pipe and go in section 1. Let's do the same thing, split element, click, click. After splitting them, we're going to delete these fittings, and then right click on here, draw a pipe, draw downwards, then to the right, then go up. Now trim the arm and put them together. Also, we're going to take this pipe and move it higher, move this to the left, and this one to the right. So this is how we make the pipe go below the frame. Now let's go take a look at 3D. Here I'm going to try to extend this from the front, and here we are. As you can see, these pipes are passing right below the frames. They're not interfering with anything, pipes below the framings and then brought them back up to their primary elevation. But the thing is, here's another framing, so we can just take the pipe down, meaning that I can go back to section 1, then I'm going to delete this elbow, and this pipe, and this other elbow, and use the line AL to align these two pipes together. But it doesn't let me select this pipe, so I'm going to change the discipline from coordination to mechanical. Now once again, AL, align this pipe with this one. Now we have to check to see why is the pipe coming down. So to find out, we're going to go take a look in 3D. I'm going to expand the box a little bit from the side. Now let's go over here. So you see these pipes form the loop and connect this point, but there are also some changes in elevation. So first, I'm going to have to disconnect this pipe from the T, and also I can just click on the minus sign for the T to remove it. Now I'm going to go back to the section and hit a L to align this pipe with this one. Also trim T. Now let's take a look at 3D. Now this pipe is kind of here. Its elevation didn't go up, and then it went below this knee past the frames. And then finally, it's going to need a bend over here to be connected to this pipe. This also has the same thing going on. There's a frame in the way, so we're going to have to bend the pipe. So make sure to check these things to measure to wherever necessary. Let's take a look at the plan. I could go over here and take this side, then drag it towards this one to connect them together. Now this other part right here is where the pipe was going through the framing and we had to bend it. Well, right, let's go check out the main line in 3D. And here it is. Now, about this pipe, actually, let me rotate it. The pipe has past these frames at a higher elevation, not interfering with any other item. And I can also go over here and take this pipe and move it to the right, so that it's not perfectly above these other pipes and doesn't permit the access to them. Now, at the starting point, it's going below with framings, so we're going to have to bend it. Here also, the same thing's going on, so we need another bend. So let's go back to the plan, then grab this section and put it down here, then right-click and go to feed. Let's take a look in this section. As you can see, continuing this, like a pipe would go through the D, but we're going to focus on this end of the pipe. So first I'm going to split, click, and split the pipe. Then I'm going to delete these two, and then here I'm going to right-click and draw the pipe, move down, then go to the right. Now let's go back to that other end. This one right here, I'm going to select it, then go check in the plan to see where it goes. And we haven't drawn the rest of it yet, but it's going to be going up. But still, I'm going to check to see if there are any beams around here, which there aren't, so we didn't need the elevation. But in case we did, we want to change the elevation back up. We could just keep it at that low elevation at the bed, and more exactly, we could keep it at the same low elevation here at the split. So I already do that. I'm going to put another bend over here, and if I look in 3D, I can see that better. So let's zoom in here. Here's our domestic pipe, and at this point it's going through the framing, but the pipe won't be continuing that way. Instead, it's going to go up. So let me expand this a little. The pipe will come this way. In that case, you can see another beam in the way, and the pipe would go through it, but it's best if we draw the pipe at a lower elevation. And also on this side, let's expand it. Let's take a look. I have bent this pipe downwards. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this entire line's elevation to something lower. What will happen if I lower the elevation? We will have an interference with this fire protection pipe. So it's best if we bend the pipe only at this point. Let's take a look at section 2, and here we are. I'm going to move this pipe upwards, draw a pipe, then I'm going to click right here, and then use trim TR to connect these two together. Also, I'm going to bring this up as high as possible, move this one to the right, and this one to the left. Let's go take a look at 3D now. And here's the bend we just made. In this section, it seems like they would interfere with one another, but in reality, they actually don't. Now back to the plan, and this is coming from the riser. So I'm going to put a section right along this pipe. below and right click and go to view. Now over here, I can take this pipe and drag it backwards. And right click and drop pipe. Then I'm going to drop pipe downwards. And then I'm going to continue the riser pipe this way. But this pipe seems to be a little too short to have an elbow, so I'm going to draw more. And then draw to the right. And then I'm going to press escape. Then I'm going to take this elbow and move it upwards as far as it goes. So there goes the riser pipe. Once again, back to the plan. This one is finished. Right click and drop pipe. And continue drawing the pipe this way. Now let me take this section and put it over here. And then right click on it and go to view. And now here we're going to take this pipe and drag it backwards. Then we're going to right click and drop pipe, draw downwards and to the right. Now I'll have to double check that, so I'm going to go take a look in 3D. And here is the pipe that we just drew in this direction. So now let's follow along this path to see where the pipe leads and whether there are any frames or beams in our way. And there aren't any in the way, so we can just expand this further. In case there were, we could just continue at a low elevation. But since there are no tall frames around, we're going to go back here, right click and drop pipe. Now we're going to continue drawing upwards and then to the right. Also, we could select these and move them to the left. Alright, now the reason why we left drawing the domestic pipes for the final step of the process is because the domestic pipes are flexible. So that makes them easier to bend and shape in whichever direction we want. There are no specific rules or patterns in regards to these domestic pipes, so we can easily change their directions. Let's take a general look on the domestic plans for our office project. If we go take a look at this level, -1, we will find that this is where the main tanks are located. From these risers, a pipe comes in, reaches the riser, and goes down. There's this line over it, and it also says 110. So that means it's going to go down 1E and over here, D. Now let's go down here and try to find it. This one is D, and 1E would be right over here. So here's the riser at this spot, which then continues this way, entering the pump, and it also says domestic water boost pump. The water comes out of that pump and enters the selector, and then it divides into 3 more branches. So let's talk about these now. If we take a look at the branch on the right, we can see it coming down this way, and then finally it leads to this riser to the next level, domestic water riser. So now let's go to the grid to see where it's located, grid 5, and now let's go to the next or the upper floor. Let's go to grid 5 here. Here's this riser which feeds these lavatories. Now let's go a level higher to the ground floor. The riser goes at grid 5, which would be here. It's feeding these lavatories as well as these. Let's go up another level. We're going to find grid 5 and take a look. Here's the riser. So the riser continues on until we get to the last floor. The last floor would be the 4th floor, which is the one we've been working on. So what's going on here? From the -1st floor where we have this, a pipe goes down to -2nd, which is where the pumps are located. Here in the -2nd floor, a branch goes down to a riser, and through that riser, it feeds the other levels. Now, also along the way, it feeds these lavatories as well as the mixers and the pumping space. Now, that wasn't all. There's also another branch, which we have one in the middle. That one is coming down all the way here, and then it continues this way, and finally ends over here, feeding another parking space valve, and it also comes this way. And finally, it reaches this mixer back here, which is for this entire area. Now, the third branch on the left is coming this way, which then finally ends up feeding these tanks. Now, another pipe that's coming in the level from the riser, before it gets to these pumps, it has a branch which feeds this tank right here. And after that, from this tank, the water gets in this pump, and then this pump feeds these lavatories separately. There's also another branch in the pipe which comes down this way, and it goes all the way down to these for lavatories. There is also another water tank here, as well as a pump only for this space. So these two restroom spaces have been separated from the others, and they have their own tanks and pumps. As for these booster pumps over here, they are meant to feed the other levels,